Welcome to Namaste today, a truly delightful way to start your day. I'm your host, Sensei Christopher Watecki, psychic astrologer, sensei to serious joy, and genuine friend to the world. This audio blogcast is for Thursday, January 5th, 2017. Welcome, my soul family, and Namaste. Today is going to be a sunny day, but you might find you are feeling a little weak or you are feeling a little impatient. So in today's zodiac weather, we're going to talk about the layout of the planets and how your emotions might be caught in a bit of tug-of-war. Then later on in your tea time, I'm going to give you a little bit of help with opening up to the truth. It seems the planets are pushing us to our truth, and everyone thinks they're listening to their truth, but are you really? We'll talk about that in your tea time. But first, let's listen in on today's mood and your zodiac weather. This zodiac weather is for Thursday, January 5th, 2017. Well, Sensei says today is sunny and feisty for the global population of Earth. Step 15 rules the day. We're seeking balance, but we maybe feel caught in a tug-of-war. The moon in Aries today will cross Uranus, and it's throwing Jupiter in Libra off balance. Let's take a listen in to the planets. Well, friend, today step 15 rules the day. And if you've been studying with me, you probably know step 15 is the midpoint. And at the midpoint, we are seeking balance. So today, you'll wake up seeking balance. You'll feel like you want to get things in order. At the same time, though, you may feel caught between two sides. On one side, you are feeling it's time to get what's yours. It's time to get what's fair to you. So you have this need to balance the equation and restore your own life to what you need. On the other hand, you may be feeling impatient and you may be feeling like a baby or feeling weak. That's because the moon is in Aries and approaching Uranus. And whenever the moon approaches Uranus, this is when we have to be big boys and big girls and pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and try to get through it. So emotionally, you may feel like your knees are collapsing like a toddler in a grocery store. But consciously, it's time to restore balance and order, and that means you're going to have to be strong and step up. Now, the really good news here is the planets show we are ready for breakthrough in about 3 areas here in about the next week. And when I say breakthrough, I mean things we have been working on for a long time. We've been working on restoring the balance in our favor for a long time. We've been working on trying to understand our life purpose and our path for a long time. And we've been trying to heal our soul from old stuff for a long time, our entire life. Believe it or not, this next 4 or 5 days is the last 4 or 5 steps to finally making this achievement. You are ready to achieve, so don't give up now. What's the key? The key is listening to your heart. And that's also the key to opening up. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But it is time to listen to your heart because your heart really knows where the line is. You can do this in a tit-for-tat situation, such as, should I go to the store or not? Ask your heart. Should I do this or should I do that? Ask your heart. Okay, like your heart will bring you to the right place. But today you're really finding balance between your needs and your sense for what's yours and also your emotional needs and what you need right now regardless. And sometimes what you need right now is much more important than balancing the equation. Now, spirituality is on the rise. Today, Venus conjuncts Pallas, and Pallas is at step 2 Pisces. That tells me, as an astrologer, that it's time to open up in a grand way to your own self-compassion. And the reason why you have to be open to your self-compassion is quite simple. When you're going through a transition, like labor, right, child labor, you know what I mean? You have to be by your side and willing to go along with yourself every little step and deal with every little issue around the corner if you're going to get through that maze of a transition or that rite of passage. So it's really important to be self-compassionate today. It's really important to raise the stakes on self-mercy. What do I mean by that? I mean, find the easy path. You don't always have to make it difficult for it to be good or valuable. It doesn't always have to take a lot of time for it to be good. It's fine for you to get more for less energy and to be nicer on yourself. So by being compassionate and raising these stakes of self-judgment off of your shoulders, I think you will be free to step forward today and move on your path and balance out. So this is an important balancing moment before you make a big decision here in the next 3 or 4 days. Now that said, I think it's important to open up to the truth. So go steep yourself some tea and let's talk about that in today's Tea Time. Hello, my friend, and welcome to our Tea Time. Today's Tea Time topic is opening up to truth. This topic comes up because we're in the Sun in Capricorn. And I'm not suggesting that the Sun in Capricorn says we are untruthful when we're in the Sun in Capricorn or that Capricorns aren't truthful. The issue with Capricorn energy is Capricorn is the way we get things done. Capricorn is the energy of having a decision that leads to another decision, that leads to another decision, that leads to a bureaucracy of how we operate inside ourselves. So we have all this protocol in Capricorn and all this decision direction that we're intending to follow and all these goals. And also in Capricorn, that part of our consciousness is the part that knows where it's leading. It's leading to the top, or it's leading to marriage, it's leading to divorce. All these decisions are leading somewhere. So when I say to you, open up to your truth, well, the conflict inside of you that you may experience, especially now in Sun in Capricorn, is the truth may take you out of that maze. The truth may be in conflict with that maze. If you listen to the truth, you may have to abandon that big structure of decisions you've made because the truth does not compute with what you have going on. Now, here's the thing. That is Spirit's point. Spirit's point is humans have made a whole bunch of decisions on Earth, decisions that serve wealth, decisions that serve selfishness, decisions that serve only some get to the top, and all these decisions, everyone is still like a rat race trying to climb and trying to beat when maybe the whole damn system is what the problem is. Or maybe we are climbing up a ladder we don't really want or won't really like. Or maybe this ladder isn't even really like who we are. We're just playing along because we don't want to get left behind. So as the Sun crosses Pluto here on Saturday, it is the death to an old system, and it's the birth to a new system. Now, this system starts within you right now. It starts privately within you, and this year it will move out into your world as well. So you're going to start to see people's inner revolutions this year starting to have an outer effect. But the question is, will you go through an inner revolution, or will you continue to climb the ladder and follow the plan that clearly does not bring serious joy till some end? I believe we are to meet and live in serious joy right now. And I also believe the planets are trying to get you to hear your truth. Let me just lay it out for you. Venus conjunct Pallas in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, Chiron in Pisces. This is all spirit, by the way. Mercury Retrograde, it's conjuncting the galactic center. That's the eye of God. That's the promise you made before you were born of what you would do here on Earth. So the universe is practically shouting at us. And even when the Sun crosses Pluto this Saturday, that's where Saturn came from, this Saturday, the Sun will cross Pluto at 17 degrees. The 7 in that Pluto says, listen to spirit and your heart. So how do we hear the truth? Well, this is really kind of about how to talk to yourself honestly, all right? And here's some of the conflicts that people have. For instance, it's like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. It's like, you want to be a doctor. You want to practice medicine all the time. Well, I actually want to be able to write a book about things. Okay, so you're going to be a doctor to write a book about things. Why don't you just write a book about things, right? Well, the truth is, I would just write a book about things, but you have to do this, and this, and this to get what you want. And there is the Capricorn corporate structure. You have to do this, and this, jump through this hoop, and this hoop of the way the world works to get it done. Now, Spirit has another philosophy on how this can get done, and that is you can listen to your heart and your instincts, tell the universe what you want, and let the universe provide the path. The path will lead to the destination probably faster and easier and smarter than jumping through the hoops. So it's very difficult, you see, to listen to our spirit, and that's because a lot of times our spirit is telling us to do it differently or telling us it's going to be okay when we don't see with all the hoops and all the rules how it can happen. Now, there's only one way to get through that, and that is to listen to Spirit every day and follow those steps every day. Those are your choices. Or jump through the hoops and see if this system, which was designed to be unfair from the beginning, actually delivers what you think it's going to deliver. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I'd say each is a crapshoot. Which do you go with? So today I invite you to listen to your truth. If you could have it your way, if you're really honest with yourself and you're really honest with your heart, what do you really want it to be? What do you want life to be? How do you want things to happen? Be honest with yourself and take away everything you know about what the prerequisites are, what the rules are, what society says is possible. Instead, go in and ask yourself, what do you wish life was like? And that's really what you almost have to do is say, what do you wish it was like? Because when you're wishing, you're actually coming from your heart. And the way we tend to work is our heart's like, I wish it was this way. And then the smart-ass mind is like, no, it's not possible for this reason and that reason and this Capricorn law and that Capricorn law. And so out comes your own inner resistance. My understanding and what I practice, and so far has not failed me, is that if I wish and listen to my heart and follow the path, I am getting what I seek. And it is not according to any path you've ever seen before. It's almost like when you listen to your soul, God will pave the entire way. So by all means, today especially, listen. All right, my friend. So grateful that you tuned in to listen to me, and thank you for all the comments, all the wonderful things people have said. It is a pleasure to be a start to your day, and it's a pleasure to be here as well. We are in co-creation here, my friend, and we're blazing into 2017. Have a lovely day. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.